Asda's upped its game, selling Viagra at the door of a supermarket. Just casually sat there next to the opticians, so you can clearly see your gains. The looks I got taking pictures of Viagra at the supermarket. How to squat, asked to grass. Literally, he's lucky he didn't have a spotter behind him. And in this week's Tandem Idiocy, introducing more strength than brain cells. I hope you had a nice Christmas and I wish you a happy new year. It's the channel's birthday apparently and I didn't even get double presents. But I did get the new microphone, the one that Michael Jackson used in Thriller, A Natural Transition. What's Michael Jackson's favourite song? I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. And if you're wondering where the old microphone went, I lent it to this bloke.
I don't want to interrupt. Do you want to do an interview?
Who are you interviewing for?
Did you think you could guess what I'd be interviewing about?
I have no idea. My amazing smile.
Very accurate. You were very on it. So the question is, are you natural or not?
Naturally amazing. Fake body parts, natural personality, that's what matters.
Wait, you have fake body parts?
And so I'm not too clued in on the celeb world, but I'm pretty sure that's Pamela Anderson, Robocop on Psalms. Am I taking roids? Try not to cringe. Easier said than done, mate.
I did see someone saying, oh, I'm on juice or I'm on steroids. I don't take steroids. Why would I ruin my legacy like that?
Well, you did make Prime, and for anyone who's unsure, it's a really poor electrolyte formula that everyone can't stop buying because famous YouTubers put their name to it.
They really bought the whole store.
And if you are dehydrated, which can be a serious condition, Prime does not have well-dosed electrolytes to hydrate you. But don't sweat the small stuff. Pun intended.
All this hard work just to have someone be like, oh, but you on steroids still, so it doesn't really count. Nah, mate, you ain't doing that to me. Nah, this is hard work, baby. Your boy hitting the gym, working out every day, twice a day, no breaks.
If you look at him in his video, of course, he looks completely natural. In his new pics with his pump and all that, yeah, he looks a lot bigger. So this pic was taken a few months ago from this video. And then in his more recent picture, people's spidey senses are going off 4 months on from that last picture.
You call that transformation?
Try one day.
Transformation. One day, million.
And so I'm not a fan of YouTube boxing fights, but KSI training and developing his physique is of course a good thing and much better than those awful strength test videos he used to do. And so let me know what you think. Is he on roids? His laugh ain't natty.
Up.
I spoke too soon. So as I'm editing this, KSI's just uploaded his new strength test training video.
3, good job. Walking down. Good. George.
Yeah, it's all you, mate, except for the 2 people lifting it for you.
Right. Outstanding.
Got a little lightheaded there.
I mean, for someone with the resources he has, why doesn't he have more competent trainers? I mean, look at what these 2 donuts are putting him through. He's performing a maximal front squat, his knees are buckling, his hips, his back.
Lightheaded there. Can't lie.
Tight grip.
Tight everything.
3,
2, 1. Up. That's your bar. Down. Work. Speed up.
Again, that's what I call a tandem lift.
Fucking hell. Easy, guys. All right, 130. Got a PB just for you lot, people.
I mean, what are his trainers doing? Are they just a bunch of yes men who are letting him perform exercises in this way? KSI, you need to find better trainers. And so thank you again for the kind comments. It's really humbling and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And so I'm going to be developing the studio. I've got more videos coming. I've got a brand spanking new channel called the James Linker Experience. That experience may be disappointing. The link to the channel is up there and also below. It's about the telling of weird stories, internet myths, conspiracy theories. The first video is on Bob Lazar, the man who said he reverse engineered alien spacecraft.
The public came to know about a top secret place known as Area 51.
I am telling the truth. I've tried to prove that. What's going on up there could be the most important event in history.
And for anyone who thinks what I'm about to show you is stupid, we live in a world where they now have to write "don't drink" on lava lamps. I chugged it. No, I chugged Tyson Fury's energy drink because he's a legend.
Tyson Fury Furiosity is launching on Thursday.
And so you'll see his drink everywhere. I saw his face on it and for a second I considered buying it, but I overcame that moment of weakness.
Get yours while stocks last. They're going quick.
Love him. Not a fan of energy drinks generally. They're artificial stim bombs and I prefer water, balanced nutrition and exercise. And so this one's 22 grams sugar, 175 milligrams caffeine, and then the typical artificial gunk, sugar, caffeine and flavorings, or what I call the energy drink industry. And so the energy drink market has become a cash cow for celebrities and sports people to make bank. fine, but the formulas are just getting worse and worse. It seems to me a sector which has become all about the marketing. One cycle transformation, my new favorite TikTok hashtag, because if one cycle doesn't encapsulate fitness and health, I don't know what does.
Here you go, boys. This is my first cycle transformation video. Watch until the end to see what 17 weeks on a cycle does. Right here, I'm still 100% natty. I'm 6'3", 210 pounds, sitting around 10% body fat.
And you, sir, were an absolute savage naturally.
And then I decided earlier this year to hop on my first cycle. What I look like is right here, 216 pounds, about 5 or 6% body fat.
I get it's for competition, but I just kind of find it sad that a guy that was so athletic naturally has had to go the PD route to compete in a fitness sport.
This is 4 days out from my contest, so obviously we're getting very peeled and significant progress has been made.
But at least he's not 19 and doing this.
What 1 cycle and a quarter did for me. Pro card by 19, there's no other option.
There is another option, Chris. Stay natural at 19 and develop your athleticism and your physicality naturally. Give your body the chance to work the way Odin intended. Failing that, one cycle transformations all around. That would be the most awkward sauna ever. How it is being a Jack teen in 2022. Another reason to look forward to 2023. Thanks, bro. I got a question. How do I get a better mind-muscle connection? Because I do feel the blood rushing there. I'm getting crazy pumps, but I don't know how to. Who the cares how to get mind-to-muscle connection when you're blasting roids at 19? I mean, mind-to-muscle connection ain't gonna land a punch, mate. And in this week's Are My Eyes Deceiving Me? Is this the same person? Someone's been slurping their prime energy drink. And again, is this the same person or is it some type of joke that's lost on me? I refer to Carmen Electra again.
Fake body parts, natural personality, that's what matters.
End-to-end science. And so the idea of stretching and hypertrophy can seem counterproductive, but there is new emerging research to suggest that actually loaded stretching may aid in your muscle building.
They did an hour a day using the stretching boot. They got marked hypertrophy, like 15% growth in the calf muscles. Really interesting. Now, I don't know who wants to use a stretching boot for an hour a day, but it just shows that stretching, I mean, there is tension during the stretch, and that tension, muscle tension, is a mechanism of hypertrophy.
And so we have this study by Schoenfeld et al., and it's a really interesting look into the evidence behind stretching and hypertrophy. And as they state, in summary, emerging evidence suggests that interset stretch may enhance muscular adaptations compared to traditional resistance training programs without increasing the time spent exercising. Its effectiveness appears to be predicated on performing the stretch immediately after the final repetition of a set, which conceivably takes advantage of the residual effects of previous eccentric actions. This research should be considered somewhat preliminary and requires further study to draw stronger inferences.
So it does show that stretching itself can have an anabolic effect. We recently published a study that what's called interset stretch, loaded stretch, promoted somewhat greater gains. We used it in a calf exercise. So basically subjects did calf raises. One leg, they just rested for 2 minutes between the sets. They did their calf raise and then they rested 2 minutes. The other leg, they would do their set, and then immediately after the set, they would descend into a stretch, and with the weight still on. They did it for 20 seconds, and then they rested for the rest of the rest interval. And we found somewhat greater growth in the soleus muscle, and really no substantial difference in the gastrocnemius.
And so I think this is interesting, but this is how I view anything like this. It doesn't matter. Now, I mean that in the kindest possible way. It's always going to be the basics of training that matter: your progressive overload, your consistency, working muscles from different angles, etc. And so for most people, you don't need to think about this type of stretching on your last set to increase your hypertrophy. However, for the nerds in the gym, for more advanced lifters, for people who have time to perhaps experiment with these things, this is something that you may want to look into. It's preliminary at this state, but I do think it's interesting how you can have different protocols which may just tweak and slightly aid in your results. Failing that,
I'm professional bodybuilder, Mr. Olympia, muscle, naturalis.